Why do you want to make sure that it's, why you want to make sure these, no. The goal is to create a style. What's going on? My name is Cole Connor. I am an artist, entrepreneur, and the founder and co-CEO of Bow Real Estate Photography. This is potentially the most important video that you will watch during your home buying or home selling process. So I would pay attention. What are we going to talk about today? We are going to talk about how to prepare your home for real estate professional photos. A little bit of preparation goes a long way. Obviously, if you don't know, now you know. Real estate photos can help sell your home faster for a higher price. That is proven. There are statistical facts on that. Paying attention to these general guidelines will help ensure that your photos are the best they can possibly be. If you are a home seller and you do not have an agent who is getting real estate professional photos done, then that is a problem. You should consider maybe getting a new agent. If you are an agent and you are watching this video, props to you. You are a winner. Very important. It can be the difference between selling your home in 2 days or months and months and months and months, unless you get lucky. So why prepping your home for real estate photography is important? You want your house to sell as fast as possible. You want it to look as good as possible. And you don't want the photographer to have to be rescheduled to come back because no one wants to waste money and no one wants to waste time. So paying attention to these general guidelines will ensure that the photos turn out as beautiful as possible. You want the person potentially buying this home to envision themselves in the house. You want people on the internet to click your photos first because they're beautiful and then be like, oh my God, I wish I was living here. Outside of just getting real estate photography done, why you want to make sure the home is properly prepped is because you don't want your real estate photographer to have to come back. You don't want to reschedule. You don't want the fees that come with that. And you also just want it to look as clean and awesome as possible. So let's start with this. Prepping your home for real estate photography goes hand in hand with an open house or showing. You want the house to be clean and pristine. So let's start with the exterior. It is the first thing that people see. First impressions often leave lasting impressions. You want the outside of your house to look fresh and appealing. If the lawn isn't cut, if there's broken pots everywhere, if the bushes look horrible, if the gutters are dripping dirty leaves, it just does not look appealing. It makes it seem like the maintenance is not worth it, which could cause you to lose a potential home buyer. You don't want to leave the impression that the maintenance of the house is too much or not worth it. You don't want to lose a home buyer because of that. So first thing you should do before you schedule your real estate photography shoot or have showing or open house is schedule a lawn guy. Unless you got a handyman, you yourself are a handyman and are great at this stuff, just hire a lawn guy. He's going to pull the weeds, trim trees, overgrown shrubs, rake up the leaves, mow the lawn, edging the yard, things like that. That all can be taken care of just by hiring that person. Now here's what you need to do. It's not that difficult. Wrap up your garden hoses, put them away in the shed. Easy. Pick up items laying around the yard like empty pots, pots with dead plants, garden tools, garbage cans, toys. You don't want that stuff laying around. You don't want to depend on your real estate photographer to pick them up or the person you're showing the house to. Go ahead and pick them up now. Move cars out of the driveway, sweep the porch and sidewalk. You can see that stuff in photos. A lot of times it doesn't make that big of a difference, and you can Photoshop some of it out, but you don't want to have to depend on that. You want it to be clean. Also, final note on that, if you have outdoor furniture, make sure to wipe it down. You don't want dust mites all over your outdoor furniture. All right, let's enter the inside. Dun, 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 dun. Before the photographer arrives, you should go ahead and cut on all of your lights and open up your blinds. You want to, as a photographer or a potential buyer, you want to see all the natural light that's coming into the building. If we want to turn off lights because we think something looks better, we will. But it is best to go ahead and open the blinds. If you're the agent, you definitely want to go ahead and get these done. It saves everybody time and it makes the real estate photographer's process way more smooth. Huge thing to think about with the lights. This happens to us all the time. We go out to a shoot and the light bulbs are out and not working. Obviously, if you're having a showing or an open house, this is not a good deal. But if your photographer comes in and the light bulbs aren't working, there's nothing they can do. You can't reschedule because of that. So it just ends up looking whack in the photos. You don't want it to look whack in the photos. We can come in and do some Photoshop, but that does cost additional fees because it takes more time. and it just doesn't quite look the same. So you need to go out, make sure that all the bulbs in the house are not only the same color, the same brightness, but they also all work. Why is the color important? So you have orange bulbs and you have blue bulbs. The best lights, in our opinion, are the blue bulbs, which are a true white 5500 Kelvin. What are kelvins? Not even going to try to explain it to you. So one run through before, probably a couple days before the photographer arrives, making sure all the lights work so you have time to go get some bulbs, and then right before they arrive, opening the blinds and cutting on the lights would be perfect. Now let's just talk about the next big thing as you go throughout the home. You have living rooms, bathrooms, kitchens, etc. The idea is that less is more. The goal when taking photos of a house, when doing a showing, is for the potential home buyer to visualize their future home. The goal is to create a stylish yet generic environment so the potential home buyer can picture themselves moving into this place. So when you think that you are done cleaning up, just keep on going. Less is more. So let's go to the kitchen and bathroom. What's similar about these is typically you have a lot of things on the countertops and you have grime. Pretty much everything in the bathroom needs to go. Like, we don't want to see soap. We don't want to see toothbrushes. We don't want to see ring circles from water that was on the sink. We want to wipe all that down. We want to make sure the mirror is nice and clean looking. Razors, toothbrushes, nobody needs to see all that. Soap in the bathtub, grime on the bathtub. Please just clean that up before the photographer arrives. For the kitchen, it's a little more complicated because sometimes you have coffee, blenders, all types of stuff on the counter, soap by the actual sink, sponges laying around. Even if you organize that stuff, it does not look good in the picture. Besides matching towels and or shower curtains, everything should be put away. So dish racks, cutting boards, tea towels, hand dish soap bottles, all that, paper towels, cleaning products, mops, brooms, garbage cans, just scoot them out the way so that we can take a proper picture. One thing that people tend to forget about is cleaning the fridge. So you got magnets, drawings, photos. Not only is it the personal thing, but it's also just looks cluttered and messy, so go ahead and get rid of that as well. Other things to think about are bath mats, laundry baskets, extra toilet paper, toilet brush, scales. All that should be moved out of the room. Finish it off by closing the toilet seat because no one needs to see inside of your toilet, whether it's clean or not. Go ahead and close that. One thing that we like to do, and we've seen a couple realtors do, and interior designers, is bring in fresh flowers, fresh fruit, something to spice up, whether it's a living room, a kitchen, a bathroom. Sometimes flowers really bring a nice spice that just make everything seem fresh, clean, and put together. When you enter into a living room, typically they're already pretty clean, a living room or a family room. You just want to make sure that there's not like TV remotes laying around, video game systems, DVDs, electronics. Other than that, people tend to keep it pretty clean. Just make sure that it's beautiful, comfortable, so that the imagination of the buyer can be let loose. Another good place to add flowers would be the dining room. That's typically pretty clean too, and people always think about the dining room because it's where they eat, so they make sure it looks the best. Just make sure the table's wiped off, nothing crazy going on clutter-wise, and maybe add some flowers to spice it up. Bedrooms are a lot of times where the most personal things are. So there's bedrooms where, kids have all their toys strewn out everywhere and they just all pile it in a basket. You want to avoid doing stuff like that. Just bring that out of the room. If it's a kid's room, just try to make it look like the least like a kid's room as possible, because you don't know where the potential home buyer is going to make. They can make this room a studio. You can make it anything. So take out these personal items. Just find a closet and put everything you can in there. Most photographers don't take pictures of closets, especially smaller ones. It's a really safe place to put things, but make sure to ask your agent and also take down any posters or things like that. Wrinkly bedspread, also a huge no-no. It just looks really unprofessional and messy, honestly. So straighten out your bedspreads, get as much wrinkles out as you can. They are easily the worst and most distracting item in the room. When it comes to like nightstands and stuff like that, just make sure your phone chargers are put away, tissue boxes, lip balm, a glass of water, jewelry, whatever it is, slide it to the side. All right, final thing, which I already kind of briefly mentioned, but I just want to make sure you understand. Getting rid of the grime. A quick wipe down to clean the house isn't enough to get rid of grime. Do a spring cleaning type of thing. You want no grime on the fridge. You don't want to see dirt stains, hard water buildup, fingerprints or marks on door frames, metal finishes, fridges, bathtubs, faucets, windowsills, countertops, mirrors, windows, stainless steel appliances. I'm listing it all so that you understand the things that you need to clean. You can see it through the photo. People can see it when they're walking and viewing the home. It's nasty. It's not fun to look at. Last but certainly not least, goes directly with the grime, is please don't show that you have pets. So we all love our pets. We have Artemis and Izzy here at the office, but the potential buyer of this home does not want to know that you had 7 dogs and 10 cats living at your house. Clean it up. Don't have dog toys laying around. Don't where you can see hair. We don't want to see the hair. Any sign of animals in the house will resonate with the viewer as dirty or smelly, aka bad. That includes like dog food, bowls, stuff like that. Also fix any damage like gnawing on sides of walls or couches or things like that. That's not fun. And Artemis has certainly done her fair share of that. All right. So I really tried to give a deep dive into why it is important and how you can prep for real estate photography as you're going to sell your home. It's really important for the home buyer and the agent to know that it is possible to get your house looking pristine, not only in the photos, but in real life. So we are here to help. If you didn't watch the video, didn't watch the full video, and you want like a full detailed outline of what exactly you can do, all typed up and pretty, we have the link in our description. Go check it out. You can download it if you're an agent. You can give it to your clients if you're a home buyer. You can print it off and put it in your desk. Keep that. We hope it helps. My name is Cole Connor. I am with Bow Real Estate Photography. If you like what you heard, like the video, comment your favorite part about cleaning your house, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. We hope this helps. Have an amazing day. I'm done talking. Goodbye.